Right? In this video, we're going to see another situation where the two circles is intersecting, right? So as you know that the two circles is either intersecting at 2 points or touch at a point, right? Intersecting at a point or do not intersect, right? So let's say what happens if the circles is intersecting at 2 points. So for this is very easy. There's only one situation. So where the b squared minus 4ac will be greater than 0, right? So because if the circle intersecting at 2 points, we say that they intersect at 2 points, there's only one intersection, one situation. It can't be intersecting internally or externally. No. There is no case like this, alright? So there is only one case. So where they're intersecting, right? In this way, right? So b squared minus 4 must more than 0. What is the meaning of more than 0 here? Is that they have two different real roots. When you solve the simultaneous equation between the two circles, you definitely will get a quadratic. Do you know why you're getting a quadratic? Because two circles only can intersect at most 2 points. It can't be intersect at 3 points. No matter how you do, it can't intersect at 3 points. They only can intersect at 2 points. So that's why you have quadratic. So the quadratic there, if let's say the quadratic, the discriminant that you inspection by discriminant, you see that the is greater than 0. This shows that the two circle is intersecting at 2 points, right? They are intersecting at 2 points. So if they're intersecting at 2 points, so okay, I'm going to complete the circle here. So okay, if you look at this, if they're intersecting at 2 points, right? If they're intersecting at 2 points, this circle and the other circle. So let's see this region here. I also can describe this by using the properties or the situation where I want to analyze the distance between the two circles, right? The distance between the two circles is C1, C2. Sorry, it's distance between the center of the two circles. So if you watch my video for the previous part about this, so I want to say sorry. I want to tell you that it's distance between the center of the two circles, right? Because when I explain, sometimes I always have some I in blur situation, right? Hope you can understand. So this is C1 and C2. The difference between the two center, right? The distance, right, between the two center. So we look at these two, right? So how to describe this with the radius here? So okay, see carefully, All right. If you look at this, if I take radius 1 plus with radius 2, radius 1 plus with radius 2 is bigger, right? So if I said R1 plus R2 is bigger than, if you see this situation, is bigger than the distance between the two center here. Do you know why? You see that? Okay, you try to see. This is the distance between the two circles, right? So when they intersecting, sorry. So it's not easy to explain this. So hope you really appreciate it. Okay. So you see that. Okay, the distance between the two center of the circle, right? The distance between the two center of the circle is D, right? This is D. So, and if you see that, the distance from the center, okay, that's why I said not easy. All right, you see, okay, the distance between the center of the circle to the circle, right? This is the radius, right? This is the radius, right? So this is the radius for the first circle, right? And the radius for the second circle will be this one, right? From this point, sorry, is from here to here, right? So this is the center. I hope you understand, right? So this is the radius of the first circle. So and the radius of the second circle will be from this point to this point here, right? So I just draw an arrow here. You see that this is R2, right? R2. Of course, definitely, if they intersect, right? If the two circles intersect, the distance between the two center, try to see carefully. If I taking R1 plus with R2, R1 plus with R2 must be larger than C1, C2, right? Or I can say that C1, C2 is less than R1, the sum of the two radius. Because why? If you take this R1 plus with R2, definitely longer than C1, C2, right? If you see, I joining this R1, R2. If I joining the R1 and R2, the length will be longer than when they intersecting, right? The center, right? This one will be shorter compared to R1 plus R2. If you're able to show this, this is already show that the two circle is actually intersecting at 2 points. Very easy, right? The distance between the two center of the circle is less than the sum of the radius. This is already enough to show that the two circle is intersecting at 2 points. Alright, I think that's all for this video. Hope you understand the three situations. Right, I have three videos for this. One is the circles is intersecting at a point, touch. Secondly, the circle do not intersecting, right? Do not intersect. And for this situation is the circle intersecting at 2 points, right? Okay, I think that's all for this video. Hope you understand.